Yeah, we hold Billy too there. Okay, Bill, come
Ladies
on
and gentlemen,
around.
please hold it quiet.
Okay, that's the shot.
What up, world? Thank you for ripping another ticket to Hellhound Film Club. I'm your host, Cody Pope, and this is my co-host,
Danny Dimes.
And as we truly are every time we do this, we're thrilled to introduce tonight's panel and special feature. So get your popcorn and let the credits roll. First to our panel for the evening is a longtime friend of the show. You've seen him in countless episodes of our revival of Hellhound Film Club, as well as multiple appearances on our other program, CODY Central. He's an independent filmmaker who recently returned home after being on a gig out in sunny San Bernardino, California for a month. He also recently won the Nashua Public Library Tiny Film Contest. His recent gig had him serving as a shooting and rigging grip on the new Apple TV program Widow's Bay, available now. Audiences are anxiously awaiting his new short, available later this year, Joey's Big Reveal. Everyone, please welcome our friend, Tyler LaPlante. Next to the panel, I'm excited to have this gentleman hanging out with us. So last week, if you watched our episode on Speed, was his first time here rocking Film Club with us. He came back for a second week. He's here to talk with us on the podcast this time. He's always repping Nashua baseball, so he wants to make sure that you guys understand you can get tickets for this season's Nashua Silver Knight games at the box office at Holman Stadium or at NashuaSilverKnights.com. Give it up for our homie, David. Filling out our panel for the evening, last but not least, there's always something important to say with this person. She's always up to good, whether it's in her community, whether it's with the veterans, whether it's with the animals at the Humane Society, or whether it's all of us misfits here at Film Club. We're always grateful for her presence and her insight. Please show some love to our dear friend, Sami and Clay.
And as always, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. We're grateful to be here for another special installment of the Hellhound Film Club. But before we get too deep, first things first, as always, tonight we are live from the spot in downtown Nashua, New Hampshire.
Let's go! Spot is one of New Hampshire's first dry bars and Gate City's most interesting entertainment lounge, featuring a delicious selection of premium mocktails, coffee, kava, tea, and more.
So check us out here for the Hellhound Film Club Live, free movie night and podcast recordings on Wednesday nights at 217 Main Street in Nashua, New Hampshire, when tickets get ripped at 7 p.m.
Can a drummer get a hit?
Oh, drummer can get a hit, bro.
As we do at the end of every episode, somebody's going home with a prize tonight. And tonight's prize, as you can see right here, is a custom one-of-one John Goodman Appreciation Hour poster that has a portrait of John Goodman. And if you can't really tell, behind him are different cells from all sorts of different movies that he's been in. And then there's also the commemorative date of when his birthday is and us doing this episode here tonight. And so all the people that joined us for this screening have been entered into a random prize win wheel. And before we close out this episode, someone will be randomly selected and go home with this fine piece of art to hang up on their wall, take a picture, and tag Hellhound Film Club with, because that's what everyone does that gets our posters. Right, guys?
Absolutely.
Woo!
Thank you for the support on social media. And now, I'm excited to get into this episode finally. I feel like every time we open one of these episodes, I'm typically obligated to explain how excited I am. And I truly am. I love what we do with this program. However, going into today's episode, this was one of the days that rather than being anxious and like wondering if I had prepared enough and having all of this different concern. I was just genuinely excited that I was watching a movie from the person we're covering tonight, and that we're doing an entire episode dedicated to this person. For this conversation tonight, we're discussing an actor who has been revered across film, television, and stage for over 40 years and counting, with the versatility of few others, whether switching between lead or support, comedy or thriller, slapstick or Shakespeare. A man who can do it all with style and delivery like none other. Please join us for our discussion celebrating the life and work of John Goodman. John Goodman is a beloved American actor. Initially made his start with voiceover work, commercials, plays off-Broadway, and in dinner theaters. Went on to have an television career and accumulating a filmography that is filled with eclectic range of notable, iconic films and collaborations, memorable supporting roles, powerful leading roles, and countless awards and nominations for his truly remarkable. John Goodman was born June 20th, 1952, in Athens, Missouri, a suburb of St. Louis. His father passed away at young age, his oldest sibling being 14 years his elder, and having a younger sister who was born 6 months after their father passed away. Goodman had a difficult childhood, often describing himself as feeling alone and withdrawn. He was bullied for being overweight and often found himself seeking father figures, including Boy Scout leaders, and later on in active coaches, people that he felt a true brother.
During high school, Goodman played football and dabbled in theater, which the prior got him a scholarship to Missouri State University, then called Southern West Missouri State University. That's a mouthful. Before he could suit up to play for his college team, however, he tore his ACL, which led him to channel all his energy into the school's theater program. After graduating from SMSU, Goodman relocated to New York City with a small bankroll from his brother. Goodman found an apartment in Hell's Kitchen near the theater district and unsuccessfully tried to make money as a bartender and waiter. However, Goodman eventually found modest success in voiceovers, commercials, and plays. At this time, he was notable the person who slapped himself for uttering the tagline. Oh, there's a sample. Oh,
Thanks. I needed that.
This again, I'm gonna pick up for you. At this time, he was notably the person who slapped himself in the face while uttering the tag
Thanks. I needed that.
in a television ad for Skin Cream. My bad.
Goodman also performed off-Broadway and in dinner theaters before landing character roles in films during the early 1980s.
In 1982, he made his film debut, a small role and making it home, but continued to work on the stage, including the role on That Fit, Big River, 1985 and 1987. For this role, he received a Drama Desk nomination for Best Featured Actor in a Musical, also featured on the Broadway cast of 2020. Before landing his big breaking movies in 1986 with his leading role in True Stories, he starred in the movie The Nerds and the CODY. In True Stories, his character, whose line says, quote, "I'm 6'3", and contained 60 inch. Established a trademark size as an important part of many characters later played on film and TV. Goodman first worked with the legendary filmmaker Owen Audrey Broder. One of the minority characters. My brother was on down. I lived in David. One fact is Jimmy
He also worked with Steven Spielberg on Always in 1989 and had a supporting role in Arachnophobia in 1990. In 1993, he starred as a William Castle type filmmaker in Matinee opposite Kathy Moriarty, which we actually watched in our very first episode of the Hellhound Film Club live series. And in 1994, as Fred Flintstone in The Flintstones, which we recently also watched on the Hellhound Film Club.
Yeah, I do not have an obsession with John Goodman.
No, not at all.
Not up in the pantheon for me whatsoever. I was not related to this. With an incredibly extensive catalog of some of the most memorable and exciting works of the last 40 plus years, perhaps some that should be noted include King Ralph in 1991, Babe in 1992, Fallen in 1998, Blues Brothers 2000 in 1998, Bringing Out the Dead in 1999, Monsters Inc. in 2001, Red State by my favorite director Kevin Smith in 2011, 10 Cloverfield Lane in 2016.
You're missing one on this list.
I'm missing a lot of them, and you know why? Because even right now, he is in the highly anticipated upcoming Alejandro Inarritu film
Digger.
that comes out in October. Digger. That's going to be coming in October 2nd. So, huh? Really?
Oh.
Dude.
Oh.
So I won't veer us too far. There's a trailer. There's a teaser trailer for it, and it looks incredible. Like, it looks so incredible. You'll appreciate artistically the way that they're. Yeah. So, for our free movie feature that we host every week, which also jumpstarts the discussions that we have in the episode, for this conversation, we screened an incredibly interesting film in This was the movie that really helped John Goodman gain his big break into film as a leading star. It's one of the early directorial works of a renowned musician and Talking Heads member David Byrne. In the 1986 American satirical musical comedy True Stories, released theatrically in the United States October 10, 1986. So, as we mentioned, this whole conversation is dedicated to John Goodman. When this comes out, it's the week of his birthday. Anybody that I hold in that high regard is allowed to celebrate their birthday for a whole week. I give them permission. So even though we're early, we're going to make it happen. But I want to ask, because like I just mentioned, we just watched True Stories tonight. So if this was anybody's first time seeing True Stories tonight, will you raise a hand in the air, please? You'd seen this before?
Yes.
Okay. So I like that reaction. That
I
made
feel
me,
like we're in school. Like everybody raise their hand.
Because I'm
right?
because I got to be I'm 100% sure this is not your first time seeing this. No, not at all. Yeah.
Not at all, my friend.
This movie's comedy is right up your alley. I can see you
Oh yeah.
absolutely in love with this movie.
Oh yeah, dude. And it's like, not only am I in love with this movie, but I'm in love with the way that they used John Goodman in this movie. He literally is just such a lovable person in this movie. I just want to, like, you said something earlier off camera that I loved. You said that the scene in the mall reminded you of the Nashua Mall, which is like our hometown right here. Nashua Mall existed in like the 80s and 90s and shut down in like the mid to late 2000s. But like, that was the like classic quintessential mall. Like that was the mall from every movie that you ever saw. And so like when you said that, I was like, I could picture me and Louis Fine just hanging out at the Nashua Mall, going to Friendly's, going to Strawberries. Yeah. Like that's all I want out of life for myself now.
Trying to pick up chicks at the mall.
With somebody like him, you don't even have to try. Look at that fashion, dog. I'm gonna start pulling up the film club in pastel colored suits.
You want to see that one?
I'm gonna be too bright for the show.
It might work.
July 3rd.
Things are changing.
July 3rd.
Things are changing right now. So honestly, since we have so many people that this was their first time seeing this, I just want to know. All right, By show of hands, raise your hands if you were familiar with the Talking Heads before watching this. Okay. So all right, so this wasn't like a total surprise to people then. Like, why'd you point at her?
Because when we were talking earlier, you said that you didn't even know about this.
Oh, the movie.
Yeah.
The movie.
No, but
but Talking Heads.
but
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
But if you know the Talking Heads and you're familiar
Mhm.
with their sound and their like visual presentation, this movie like fits perfect
Oh,
into
okay.
that pantheon. You know
Oh,
what I
I thought you were
100%,
saying.
yeah.
But if you weren't familiar with them, that's when you would see this. It'd be like, what is happening? Like, what are we doing here? Like,
If you had no clue with David Byrne,
Exactly.
and I mean, you'd be like, "What the hell am I
Yeah.
smoking right now?"
yeah,
you
you're
know,
like,
and
where am I?
yeah,
When he
where
first
am
started
I?
talking, I was like, "Oh, that's funny. It sounds a lot like David Byrne." And I saw him. I'm like, "That looks a lot like him." And I'm like, "I gotta make sure." So I googled it quick. I was like, I'm like, he directed it, and he was one of the writers.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, this is so weird. I didn't even know that he had any like narrative feature films. So it was like really, I was like, "Oh, okay." And honestly, the moment the movie starts, I'm like I'm captivated. I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna be fucking sick."
So did you ever see Stop Making Sense?
Yes, I have a funny story about that actually, but I'll keep it brief. So I didn't. Okay, my girlfriend and I are big Talking Head fans,
Hell yeah.
especially Peyton. She loves Talking Heads, and so I brought her to go see it when they did the re-release a couple years ago in theaters, and I was watching it, and I'm like, wow, this is really great. It starts with a great musical number. And I'm like, this is really, wow, this is great. And then I'm like, 10 minutes in, I'm like, they're still singing, huh? And in my head, I thought it was a music documentary. Like I thought it was going to, there was going to be interviews or whatever.
Like a concert.
Yeah, and then about like 20 minutes in, I'm like, oh, it's just the performance.
Yeah.
Okay, I was not disappointed.
This
Like
is
it
like
was
a concert movie.
yeah. And then once I accepted that, I'm like, oh, okay, this is like amazing. But
So
yeah.
I feel like you can kind of appreciate then them doing that basically gave David Byrne the leverage to be like, I
Dude,
want to do like a narrative.
There's
story
no
with
other
this.
movie like this. It's so unique in its own way, and it's
Yeah. The closest things that I could compare it to would be Slacker, like
Okay.
Richard Linklater.
Yeah.
And of course Clerks. But
Clerks,
Clerks' vignettes are a lot more
This I don't know. This is
uniform.
for me. This is a lot more like Napoleon Dynamite,
Interesting.
Perfect.
Okay.
especially
more
with like the
Airheads.
awkwardness and like the
I
imagery.
can kind of see that.
The Airheads was like my immediate.
But I guess for me, Airheads like plays all like there's no point in Airheads where I don't know why we're there. Like the whole time you're watching Airheads, it's like the band is trying to get their song played. I think in this, it takes you have to be a little bit more on your toes to be like, why are we like driving through open fields and going to malls and like all, you know what I mean? Like these conversations are so random, but then it's like, even during the movie, like I could hear like there's like faint whispers of like, oh, I get what's going on. Like it's a like absurd commentary on the United States, and it was like, yeah, okay, we're getting this now.
Yeah, it's brilliant because
Yeah.
it's just everyday basic stuff that's just brought into the light, and I was mesmerized the whole entire movie because I was just like, this is just brilliant,
It makes
absolutely
me so
brilliant.
happy.
I think it was a good movie. Like I said, first time seeing it, and like I would talk to you earlier about the mall.
Yeah.
When I was a little kid and all stuff, I kind of with my parents, and I kind of wandered away to the pet store. They could have found me and everything, and they found me, and I'm like, Dad, can we take a puppy home? And all stuff. But yeah, like I said, the mall, I told you, then Bradley's, the movie theater, and like those were like the days and everything, and like it was weird, like because my uncle in Florida, he made a movie when my dad and his brothers were little kids, like back in the day, and seeing old time stuff, and I was like, this is kind of cool. I can see my dad when he was my age,
Yeah.
and them, and I'm like, wow, this is. He was like a camera hound, like hogging the camera. I'm like, Dad, you have brothers too? But yeah, this was an awesome movie. Like I said, first time seeing it, and like I said, like you said, Monsters Inc. and everything, and I'll probably watch that when I get home.
Right. So I shouldn't even say. I'm not gonna lie. I came this close to buying a DVD copy of Monsters Inc. to give away as one of our raffle prizes tonight. But We don't make enough money to do that yet.
Yeah.
We'll get there. If you guys join our Patreon, you can join for $1 a month, and if 20 of you guys join Patreon, we could buy you cooler gifts. So you kind of just answered my next question, which is perfect. So that's the only reason I'm segueing from you.
Is that
What
a scary thing?
No, it was cool. I appreciate it.
We call those alley oops.
True. That was
Now it's his job to dunk it.
Yeah, you just Dennis Rodman me, so now it's on me.
I was gonna say Shaq and everything, but you
I
could
like
be
that. I'll take
I'll
that
take
too.
the Shaq.
I did a book report on Shaq when I was in 5th grade. You guys want to do a pod on that?
Sure.
So let me
Now
tell
we're gonna
you
be book
about the
club,
Orlando
too.
Magic.
Tell me what you know about the Orlando
Now we're gonna
Magic.
become a book club too.
I don't know how to
All right.
read, so that's kind of messed up.
Hey, let's not
Sorry to hear
give
that.
let's not give him any more
We
project
do
ideas.
picture books.
I kid you guys not. Go on the YouTube channel and look. When we first started the YouTube channel, the first podcast that we did was Hellhound Book Club. And so what I did was I had a studio on Vine Street for like 12 years.
Rest
So
in
when
peace.
people were coming over to work at the studio, I made them go in the ISO booth and I filmed them talking about whatever book they were reading at the time. And I was hoping that it was going to take off and become a thing, but big surprise, not a lot of people are reading today.
Yep, they're not.
So that didn't pan out, but hopefully I meet some more readers in due time and maybe we'll bring that back. But I just thought that was funny that you said that facetiously, and it really
I
exists.
belong
So,
to 2 book clubs, so
hey,
don't laugh.
now you got a third one, sister. Let's
You
go.
could do like a book and movie adaptation, sort of hybrid episode. That could be cool. Because I'd love to talk about Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, but we'll talk about that
Me
later.
too.
Fucking
I'm so
incredible,
down. Oh,
incredible.
let's
Love
go.
both.
Someone's like,
I've only seen that movie one time and one time only.
One time though in the
It was
movie.
like-
Fear and Loathing Las
With that-
Vegas. I've only seen it one time and one time only.
man, if I'm sure it won't surprise you, but if it interests you, I have a pretty decent Hunter S. Thompson book collection at home, including Fear and Loathing, Hell's Angels, some of the more notable ones.
Well, the first time I saw it, I was highly
No LY.
what? No LI.
Yeah, you weren't highly.
Just-
Oh, yeah.
Just got that one.
Yeah. Oh, I was on some cool stuff. And there were some things I saw during that movie. I don't know if they were because of the things that were on or because of the things they were on in the movie.
Don't say too much. You got to save it for Hellhound Drug Club.
Is that
That's
what
the
that
episode
meant?
it definitely needs to be on. I only saw it that one time, and what I remember from it, I just don't want it to ever be ruined and find out that it wasn't what really happened in the movie. So I've never watched it since, and that's my reasoning why. Is because I enjoyed it so much the way that I remember it. I just don't want to know that that's not the way the movie really went.
It was the way it went, so don't worry about
I
it.
know. Honestly, however you remember is probably pretty close to accurate.
I'm pretty sure it is, but
He'll probably watch it over. He'll be like, "Did I remember this part? What happened in this
Can you
part?"
grab that real quick? Just give it a little twist. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I just wanted to get us back on track here. How did True Stories make you feel watching it tonight?
Oh damn!
Well, number one, you think a lot. I mean, it's all just basic things that they brought up in the movie, but it still made me sit there and think. I honestly, watching David Byrne through the whole entire thing, I was just like, this is just so messed up. I'm just like, and he's doing the thing with the steering wheel and stuff, turning it back. And I don't know, I laughed. Susie Kurtz was phenomenal.
Right.
Oh my God, what a great character. Everything about her, I was just like, that's a goal. But it was just more than what I anticipated, Cody. Honestly, it really was, because it was just funny. It was intuitive. It was brilliant. Absolutely. I can't use the word brilliant enough.
You can. I love it. I'm here for it. Let me.
And then the soundtrack too, of course.
Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh.
we can go a million hours on that one.
Sister, we could jam the whole soundtrack tonight.
Let's do
I'm
it.
here for it. We'll have a dance party after this. I'm here.
Can we
for it. It's a
videotape
good
that
time.
too?
Let me So I'm ecstatic about the fact that everybody seemed to have such a cool and like interesting experience with this movie. I'm going to shift this to you because we haven't heard from you in a little bit. What I would like to know is what stood out the most to you about the Louis Fine character?
That I'm sorry, I'm so bad with names and movies.
That's the John
That's-
Goodman character.
Okay,
The guy we're covering on tonight's show.
So thank you. I'm sorry.
This guy on the big
Yeah, I
poster.
get it.
Not
Okay.
Fear and Loathing, but
Yeah, right. Fearful of Cody's wrath. God damn. So, I think he's a big teddy bear. I think he's a sweetheart. I like
John
at
Candy.
at the very beginning of the movie, they kind of paint him as like potential, not like a weird guy, like he's gonna do something bad, but like he's actively searching for a wife. Like, you can only imagine the type of person who would like, put a like wife wanted sign right outside. But like as you go on, like every single time he talks about it, he's like, it's about matrimony. He's like, I want to share my life with someone. And I'm like, oh, this guy just wants to be in love. That's so sweet. Yeah, and no, and I think it's a really it's just really heartwarming and it's wholesome, and I don't know, it's a movie that doesn't have like a major conflict, and it's not and there's no real like there's no real major like plot. There's just like little beats, little weird scenes, little like vignette, like character moments and vignettes, and it's so man. And it's so profoundly beautiful. It's just such a great movie. And okay, I know this is John Goodman hour, and I will be talking more about him. But
talk that talk.
Honestly, I was seeing David Byrne because I did not know much about this movie other than Mr. Goodman, starring in it. And then David Byrne in a lot of ways kind of stole the show for me too. He like no, I know, but like I was so taken aback by like seeing him perform in that way, and seeing him as a director, as a writer, and as an actor, and just a lot of really profoundly beautiful moments of him like talking about this place that he like knows so well and has an admiration of, like a deep love and care. It is satirical, but like this guy also really cares about this place and like the type of people. Thoughtful. And it's like, I don't know, I feel like it's really easy to just like tear down the South, being like, they make it easy for themselves with history and culture and everything. Especially at that time. And they definitely, make fun of stuff for sure. But like painting it in like a, hey, this is what it could be, in like a hopeful, idealistic way, but like not in a revisionist sort of way. It's just such a great movie. Yeah. Oh my god,
things that it's like, oh, like this is definitely making fun of the way we are as people at that time and this time now. And then like you said, there was other times where it's like, oh, there's like little beautiful moments. Yeah. That you just need to really like stop and like shut everything off. And just, like, take that in.
And I don't know, there's something so like unknown about this movie to me that like I just feel like I found like a diamond in the rough. Like it's so
that really makes
Amen.
yeah.
That's exactly
oh my
that's
god.
exactly how I felt too.
Like this is one of those movies that like rewires my brain a bit as a filmmaker, because it just challenges everything that a movie can be. And it's
and everything about David Byrne was phenomenal too, because I just liked how he showed up everywhere. The dinner was like classic. And when they're describing the whole town and everything like that, I was just like, this is classic. And
David it's not Byrne, clear who he works at the company with John Goodman, but he's also just his buddy. And then he just pops up wherever he's needed. It's great. It's so lackadaisical. I love it.
He did in this what I feel like I always wanted from like Rod Serling in Twilight Zone or Alfred Hitchcock, like where it's like they would come out and just kind of like show face a little bit, or like Hitch was famous for just like popping up in the background of something, but it's like exactly. But it would have been cool to have them like come in and break the fourth wall and like interact with the characters and shit. And so I agree that like that was really like profound the way that this was all laid out.
That's also important to me as a writer director. This might be a Hellhound Film Club exclusive, but I am very briefly in Joey's big reveal, so I gave myself a little part.
I love your part in that.
Yeah,
that's excellent.
It's quick. It's a one-shot thing.
It's so funny though.
It's not self-indulgent. I don't make myself look hot. I tried.
As you say that after your haircut.
No, it's really not for it.
Yeah, sorry. Oh man.
Oh God, I can't wait till you guys see Joey's big reveal. It's so
I
good.
can't wait.
And you kind of tapped into it, but I want to give you a moment to expound upon it.
Yeah, no problem.
How did the Lewis Fine character make you feel throughout the process of watching this?
He did really good. Like I said, with that opportunity call, you said, when I see movies like that, like with the silhouette, you don't know what's gonna happen. And then, like you said, he comes into the thing, but what he was saying that like he wants a wife and everything. It reminded me of Jim Carrey. I'm trying to think the name of it.
Beautiful Mind. Oh,
The
Yeah,
Truman
Truman
Show.
Yes.
And all stuff. And basically, like, this is like, it almost looks like it because, like I said, he's going from the different places and everything, and he's basically, well, I want, oh, here's my life, and I'm, like you said, 6'2" or 6'3", and it's like I said, the Truman Show, when he's like, they're all like, well, oh yeah, I see you on the big screen, and
Right.
so yeah, other than that, he did really good. Like all in the other movies, he does really good too, and he gets in the character really good.
Yeah.
He doesn't break it or anything like that. There's some movies that people actually break the character and everything. Like, well, do I want to watch it or not? But he, like when he was in Roseanne, he got that really good. Like he did it really good. Like I was laughing, I couldn't stop laughing. And
I love that. Let me pick your brain a little bit here.
Who, mine?
Yeah.
All right.
Careful.
You hear? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Looked like you were emotional, but must just be highly.
tissues.
I'm emotional. So emotional.
He's just highly.
I'm highly.
So shotgun questions, real quick.
Sure.
Do you remember age you were the first time you saw this?
Early 20s.
Was this something you saw out of interest, or was this something you saw in your
By
video
accident.
store? Okay.
By accident. I was at somebody's house and they put it on. They said John Goodman was in it, and I went,
Sold.
sold.
Love that. So, all right. So now here's what I wanted to get to. So, seeing that in your 20s is one thing, right? It's probably pretty funny. It's a little wacky, whatever. Now, you're much more of a mature person. You're in a different station in life. Your perspective on life is different. How did you view the Lewis Fine character at your age now?
So I gotta be honest. The first time I saw this, I thought it was absolutely absurd to the point that I put it up there with Mighty Python.
Wow.
I couldn't.
Here we go back to Monty Python.
Right?
Huh?
It always comes back to
Seriously,
Monty
Danny?
Python.
Yep. No, I just thought it was that very dry type of humor.
Danny has PTSD from that
I think
episode.
I do. From that episode, are you kidding me? Every other week since then, he's been putting up on CODY Hellhound, on CODY Central. Should Dan be stoned to death for his hatred for Mighty Python and the Holy Grail? And the entire chat is like, stone him to death, stone him to death, stone him to death. And then options number 2 is still stone him to death.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail is fine.
Yeah.
That's
I'm pretty neutral on it. I got your back, bro.
it's just the not my type of humor. And well, we can twist it back because
Thank you. I just wanted to know how you felt
Can I
about
push
the
the button?
Lewis Fine character
I understand that.
at the age you're at now.
And I was trying to explain because to this day, I still believe the exact same thing. Somebody asked me if I was struggling watching this movie because is this how I feel when I watch Mighty Python? And I was like, yes.
All right, so if you're comfortable, let's tap in a little more. What about the like absurdist humor of this was like hard to digest for you?
This type of humor to me is kind of like Saturday night at like SNL humor. And
Nah, not really helping your argument.
I don't like SNL either.
Okay. I don't know.
Well, that just went.
That's a taste thing. I can't help you with that.
I'm aware.
Thanks, Tyler.
I'm sorry. I was more of an in living color guy than I was a Saturday Night Live guy. Those are two different types of comedy, two different types of.
True.
So, So, I mean, there's different types of comedy. This is not my type of comedy. Like, I could sit and watch this. Like, I can appreciate the characters and the development and the things like that, but the humor in it is not my type of humor. Like, I don't find it funny. That's just me personally.
Basically, it's not your cup of tea.
Right. But I can still appreciate
Oh, yeah.
somebody's acting skills, the things that are gone into it. I can appreciate, the cinematography that goes into a shot. Like, there's other aspects of a movie that I can still love, but just because the comedy is not my comedy doesn't mean that I can't still enjoy the movie.
Yeah. Well, John Goodman's birthday is brewing now.
To piggyback
Okay.
off of Danny, wait, am I skipping ahead by talking about like how fucking visually stunning this movie is, or is
Okay,
that?
I was going to bring that up.
But see,
I was going to bring that up. Yeah,
No, you
I
hit
know,
it. No,
honest
you
to
go
God, hon,
first.
I'm with you because I mean, even stuff like the kids in the field, marching along and
Oh,
stuff like that.
yeah.
I was like, that's brilliant.
The,
There I
the
go,
very
brilliant
first
again.
the very
Yeah.
first shot of the movie, the super wide, super long, doesn't cut, just walking towards the camera. I was just locked
Yeah.
in. I was like, oh wow.
Oh, with
this
the
is-
girl?
yeah,
No,
yeah.
that
it
was
very, very-
fantastic.
I
To
just
begin and end the movie with that
and
was just
the
That has
color,
same
the
shot like
colors that they use, the production design, like
Didn't we just
the
do a movie with the same
outfits.
shot like that?
yeah.
What was that?
We just had a movie, same shot, long walkway, and the woman was just walking away from the camera.
Yeah.
Might have been an episode I wasn't here for.
I was
Was that a Hiley thing?
No,
I was
nice
gonna
try.
say,
I'm gonna
what-
think of it.
what she was saying with the kids. The tall kid almost looked like the kid from Bad Santa. It almost looked like it with the curly hair.
Oh, you're talking with the
Yeah, with all the kids and
when the
everything.
boys were dancing.
And all
this
stuff. He
that,
almost
yeah.
looks like that kid that only got bullied like what, and he took him in.
All I know is we're talking about the same person that had the two gigantic sticks that were beating them together. It looked like somebody that shouldn't have two gigantic weapons.
Yeah.
It made me a little nervous. Yeah.
I mean, I would too. I would like, help? Anybody around, please?
But yeah, the movie is really pretty.
Yes, I can appreciate that.
No,
It was very pretty.
but yeah, I don't know, like the set design, the props, the colors, like, oh my god, just and the stage at the very end where like, the see-through, like you can see everything, you see all the rigging, like it's just, I don't know, it's just such a, there's not a lot of movies that look like that, and I just the whole time I was just captivated.
Just even the
every
parade.
The
I thought
parade,
the parade was
the
brilliant.
parade
They were
was
going
great.
I just loved it. All I could think of was like Nashua doing something like that, where we're pushing, baby carriages
Oh, yeah.
down the middle of a parade.
The
Little
dinner
cars, too.
scene where they go top down and
Yeah.
like they have the little lighting cues and it fills on each one, just so fucking gorgeous. Wow.
All right, Cody,
All right.
what else you got for us?
Well, since you just took us off course, now you get to fucking steer this thing back on track.
All right, hit me.
Do you remember the first John Goodman movie you saw?
It'll probably be Monsters Inc.
Interesting. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's the
He's
guy.
Sully.
He's blue. He's Scully.
Yeah,
Or
he's
Sully.
Sully.
Yeah, Sully. Yeah. And then what's the other one? Trying to think about. There's another John Goodman. I would watch a lot of Roseanne as a kid. I don't remember much, but like I grew up in the Midwest, so like Roseanne was like our, we're like that's about
Yeah,
us.
it's like the national anthem.
Yeah. And
Emperor's New Groove.
what was another like early 2000s movie that he was in?
That was a little
Oh,
earlier.
Was that
That was
Babe
the second
Ruth.
one, but
Okay.
That was wicked funny.
Babe Ruth.
Babe.
The Babe.
The Babe.
The Babe.
Yeah.
I saw him in The Babe, and I
That's
don't
a
know.
good
There
one.
was something else that that I remember him seeing in, but it's too vague of a memory. But yeah, I'd say Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc. and the Babe. I like that. Let me ask you the same question. Do you remember the first John Goodman movie you saw?
I would probably say the Flintstones.
What was
The
that?
Flintstones.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then, like he said, Monsters Inc. There's so many, like you said, the Babe and everything, and like I said,
But
there's
yeah,
so many-
probably Flintstones.
yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, Flintstones and everything, probably.
Do you remember how old you were when you saw Flintstones?
I don't remember.
Yabba dabba doo da.
It was like 94, if that helps. Not like it was 94.
I'm not thinking of now, so I don't know.
Let me ask you the same question. Do you remember the first John Goodman movie you saw?
It was funny because I knew you were going to ask me that, and I was trying to think of all the different ones. I mean, I can't say The Big Lebowski was my first John Goodman,
Yeah.
but that was the one where
Might
I
have been
just
the
went.
most memorable.
Yeah, I mean, that was the one where I just done watching the movie, and I mean that movie was phenomenal. But that's another whole thing.
So good.
But King Ralph, I remember Ralph. I can't remember what the first thing. Just like you, Tyler. I mean, I grew up watching Roseanne and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then when I did see him in The Babe, I was just like so impressed that he just did like a complete turnaround to
Yeah.
the character, because he's always played kind of the loving, guy, and I kind of felt bad for him in this movie too. It was like, and when they introduced Susie Kurtz, I was just like, in my mind going, I hope they end up. And then when they did, I was like, yes. Yes, I'm sitting back there going, yes.
Funny thing about the Babe, and I just learned this from like researching for this episode. He actually spent like 6 or 9 months training with like baseball coaches. and
Oh,
shit.
wow.
Oh yeah, actually I
And,
heard
like,
about that too.
He's left-handed, and he learned how to like throw right-handed.
Right-handed and
shit.
everything.
And
I mean, if you think of
Right?
anybody play the Babe, that was like perfect casting there. Absolutely perfect casting.
he even says in interviews, like in the last few years, he's like, if I could ever remake one of my movies, it would be the Babe.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wasn't it kind of critically panned, or am I making that up?
Uh,
I remember
that's
hearing like
very
mixed
possible.
reviews
Yeah,
about it.
That is very possible. I don't think it did like stellar.
I think if he did the Babe, what would he play in? Like, what role would he do?
Maybe like a coach
Oh,
or
like
something.
the remake?
yeah,
No,
they did like
he wants to literally remake. Like he wishes he could go back and redo the movie.
Oh, okay.
Because he's learned so much more about baseball and about Babe Ruth, and like it became like a character study for him. And he's like, if I was like physically able to go back and do that again, he's like, I could think of so many things I would do this time around.
See,
And
that's-
it's cool to think like if you could do anything, you would try time travel like 40 years back in time and go remake that obscure movie about Babe Ruth. But I'm like, that's pretty awesome. Like,
see, that's why
It's
like
if I could go back knowing the things I know now and go back and do something,
yeah,
the Babe would have been his pick.
yeah.
That's pretty wild.
What about you there, Video Store Vinny? Do you remember your first John Goodman movie that you saw?
Arachnophobia.
Oh,
What a
wow.
joint.
Oh.
God, yeah.
Oh,
He plays the
Oh,
best.
yeah.
He's like the best part of that movie.
that was the one. That was the one I was thinking about.
That
'cause
was your first.
That was
yeah, because I
yours,
remember
okay.
I have a distinct memory of watching like a TV edited version of that.
I have a very distinct memory of this movie.
Yeah. My mom always hated spiders.
We
so-
dear ass.
Oh, this is the movie
Yeah.
that created my fear of spiders.
Oh, okay.
100%.
I
Okay.
Hey,
can't
the
stand-
name
I
worked.
don't rock with spiders either. So if they're not named Peter Parker, stay away from them.
That's right.
Or Miles Morales, you racist.
Wow. Wow.
Damn, bro. Sorry.
Only a 25-year-old guy would say that, though. To be totally honest with you.
Damn, way to show my age,
Yeah,
dude.
exactly.
What's my age again?
So I asked everybody about their first John Goodman movie that they saw. Does anybody have a favorite John Goodman movie that they'd be willing to talk about?
The Empire's New Groove.
The Emperor's New
The
Groove?
Emperor's
just
New
gonna
Groove.
say that.
Yep.
He's in that?
yeah, he's
Yes.
Crunk. Isn't he Crunk?
No,
Oh.
that's
No, that is
Oh,
Patrick
yeah.
Warburton, and he plays Pacha. the llama herder
There
that
you go.
actually
The boy is
plays across from David Spade, who plays
what a
Kuzo.
weird cast.
Kuzo.
Okay.
All
That
right.
is a good movie.
I have to follow up with this. I can't tell by your reaction if you're like being funny or if that's genuinely how you feel.
Generally,
What is it about Emperor's New Groove that makes that your favorite John Goodman film?
Ooh.
the heartfelt performance that he gave in that made you fall in love with his character throughout it, without, I believe John Goodman has a look like when you see him as his characters, it's almost like that teddy bear that, like, when you see him, he gives you that heart good warming feeling inside. So like to have just like an animated character and just the voice and still be able to make you feel that same way through it, just like he did in The Princess and the Frog. He did that, and we talked about Monsters Inc.
So you're
Like,
a big like voice actor.
I
fan.
am. I do.
That's very valid.
I
Yeah.
love his voice acting. Like, I think those are like some of his great performances that I absolutely enjoy.
I love him as a voice actor. I really love when he's like in a supporting role. Not that he can't be a lead man, because he definitely can.
Yeah.
But I mean, I gotta shout out Big Lebowski. I just rewatched that the other day.
Never seen it. Tell me more about it.
Yeah, right.
Please.
I don't know. I have you know, I love that he's like an asshole, but at the same time there's like a really deep love and admiration and that he has for his friends and even Donnie. And but especially with the dude where, like, you know, he will get himself worked up, but it's like, you know, and he'll bring up Vietnam, but it's always because he's trying to help his friends out, even though he never actually helps
It's funny.
whatsoever.
I
But
didn't think about it till you just said it, but it's almost like you were like, he's an asshole, but he really like cares and like protects the people that he's with and shit.
yeah,
Another principled John Goodman character.
yeah,
Another character where he like has the moral compass that all of us wish we could carry all the time.
oh yeah. That's the thing too. Is like he's definitely skewed, but like he is always, to a fault, ready to fight and kill for his friends, and it's just so great seeing that, and the moments where he fucks up and he knows that, and he drops the macho act, and he's like, hey man, I'm sorry, I'm real sorry, and it's like you finally understand the dynamic of like, oh okay, that's why he gets stuck around, because like, you know what, he is such a good guy, he doesn't mean to fuck up, and he knows when he really does. But yeah, I don't know, that movie's just so, it's just so good, and he just makes it that much funnier. And the movie would not be the same without him.
I think to your point, he stands out as much as a supporting cast member as he does as a lead actor. Where
Oh yeah,
his ability to live in the chemistry of the people that he's worked, like Bringing Out the Dead is one of my favorite examples. Have you seen that?
I actually have
I
not,
never
no.
saw it either.
Has anybody seen that?
I don't think so.
When you mentioned it,
So
I was like, this one I gotta look at.
yeah, it's really cool. Like, did it fucking reach that, or is that a pink? So basically, it's all good if you can. But basically, it has Nicolas Cage in it too.
I'm working ass
and,
with it.
and the two of them play like EMS drivers. So they like drive ambulances in New York City, like on like the shittiest shift imaginable.
Is that the
That's
Michael Bay movie, or is that?
No, this is your boy Marty.
Yeah, right. No, is that?
I'm dead serious.
Is it
It's your
really-
boy
Oh
Marty.
yeah, no, you're right. It is. Oh, shit.
It's in my hand. I
Sorry,
can
no,
read.
not that I don't believe you, but
I understand I can't read this
well,
screen,
because
but
I
I can
forgot
read
that
this
he had a
one.
Nicolas Cage ambulance movie. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
He's like
Shit, dude. No,
yeah.
And I
believe
appreciate you because I agree because like we were like I was saying, I talked a lot about his voiceover, but I love him in his supporting because like he was amazing in The Gambler with Mark Wahlberg.
Oh my god,
That's a fantastic
I love
movie,
that
yeah.
movie.
Right. And he wasn't in like in the movie a lot, but like his supporting role that he was, and a lot of people are gonna like be like, what? Coyote Ugly.
Yep.
Oh shit! Yeah,
He was the father.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So like
that's one of the great
because see,
movies, too.
like I do love like his live, like because he's an amazing actor, but like
Even Fallen is like
Yep.
one of my
Yep.
favorite movies that he's in. But it's like Denzel Washington is the lead, but Denzel couldn't. And I'm not. This is no. Denzel's incredible, but like he wouldn't have carried that movie by
without
himself.
without
He needed
Right.
yeah.
he needed the contrast of partner and like the way that John Goodman is able to do like a 180 in that movie is just like it's like
Speaking,
Now my
horrifying
question for you
in
for
such a good
once,
way.
I have a feeling Goodman's that way in real life too. He just seems like, I mean, after I didn't know his background, his life was kind of crappy.
Yeah.
And I just think he's one of these people that he'd walk in right now and we'd all have a really good time with John Goodman. You know, it's,
Everything I've learned is that he's
Well,
like
yeah,
a
it's his
very
appreciation
good
hour.
guy, like, super sociable. Which
Yeah,
is
did you
that
invite
it's
him?
his appreciation
too.
hour. I
Where
hope
is
he'd
he?
feel at least a little bit honored, you know.
I hope so. Trying, guys. I'm really trying. John Goodman, I love you more than I can tell you.
Speaking of the John Goodman 180, 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah.
I saw that in theaters. And I was like so fucking tensed up watching that movie. It's insane, and he's so fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And like
He's like legitimately uncomfortable.
no, it is, and it's and you are terrified of this guy, and yeah, and I think that there's something that feels really well, maybe not universal if you grew up in like a good household, but like being really fucking scared of your dad,
Oh, yeah.
like you know, like that.
okay, maybe that's the only movie I didn't have the good feel, like the good warm feeling.
Yeah, right.
He's like, now you brought
Um,
that
But
up.
that
Now
just
that you
shows,
brought that up, I didn't really
No,
have
that
the good
shows the
warm feeling.
range again too. There we go. You
Yeah.
know, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
another-
it's so great. Like I don't know,
No.
he's just one of those like once in a lifetime actors that you know what I mean.
No, you're right, and I think a lot of times people just think of Roseanne and him, and that's it. And there's just so much more dimension to John Goodman, you know. And this was, you know, this I love this movie, dudes. I can't wait to watch it again. I was like, this is so cool.
This is going to next time Criterion has a sale. I think this will be something I take an eye out
It's
for.
worth
Yeah.
it.
Well, you did just watch the Criterion copy.
I know
I
the rip
do
looks
think-
beautiful.
So the copy I have is the Blu-ray, but I do think they just put out a 4K copy.
Yeah, but I don't have all that.
That's
I'm still
fair.
stuck on Blu-ray, dude.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's the
Still
new
works.
way.
Right.
Still works. Dog.
I'm not gonna lie, the way you said that, I still have my VHS and the DVD thing combined.
Fuck yeah.
go.
And I was
dude.
like,
Hell
Nice.
like I said, no
Oh,
matter
I got a
what.
laser display.
Yeah.
at home.
Fuck you, really? I got Betamax.
Oh,
No,
okay. I don't.
No, you
no, I don't.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yeah, I only have a $30,000 system from the '80s that like there's like 8 movies for.
No flex.
I'm
No
kidding.
flex,
I'm
right.
kidding. I don't.
Where do you live?
Yeah, right.
Right, right.
Yeah,
He's like,
nobody
"Oh,
would
we're going
want
to your
it.
house
It's
after?"
worthless now.
We're doing a bonus episode at Tyler's crib right after.
Here's
this.
your address.
You know,
right.
actually, Fun World has a Betamax.
Oh my God. Don't get me
Like
started.
it's like a short film ride experience thing. I think it's only like
Upstairs
15.
where the Ridge Racer was.
I have
right?
yet to go to it, but I've been
I've
meaning
played it.
to.
It's called like Galacticon or something. or
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like I think it's raised by the Ferris wheel at the stuff.
Yeah.
I think
It's-
isn't
it's
it like
the- all the way
$15 a
upstairs.
pop to play or something like
No,
that?
oh,
But
it is a little more expensive for sure, but
it
I
was like
watched
down for years.
There's like a YouTube video about that being like one of the only working versions of that.
I
game
know, I
in
heard
the-
about
in
that.
the country or in the world.
Yeah, Bumble's gone like downhill and everything and stuff, like with the go karts and everything, and it looks so weird.
There's
Like,
so few people that were like alive and remember the go kart era of Fun World because it ended so abruptly.
well,
Dude, we
so-
should shoot a music.
some
video
old
for
lady
Fun
kind
World.
I
of
want to.
got mad at
I
me
would do
because
that tomorrow.
with the go kart, you're not supposed to bump, and I kind of stopped. Some lady was in front of me.
What?
I kind of bumped by accident. She goes, "What the hell you do?"
Fun
I'm like,
spot?
No, Fun World.
Oh, Fun World.
Fun Spot is New Hampshire. Well, actually, is the world's largest
World's
arcade, and that's in
largest.
Yes.
Estonia.
Right, I was gonna say. Like,
It's also
I was like,
referenced in
that's
the show
4th
regular
of July
show.
weekend, bro.
Yeah.
For any cartoon
No,
heads
Fun
out
World
there.
is like the OG Nashua. I love it still, honestly. Like that's remember I showed you that I don't want to get too far off track, but that racing game with the card where you insert the card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's at Fun World.
All right.
you see a lot of not to interrupt you. You'll see a lot how you set the card. You'll see a lot of places now with the cards, like sliding the card. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah. I think you still use coins at Fun World. Maybe they swapped cards, but
No. So all right, all right. I'm gonna detour us for a moment because clearly I need to explain this. So
maybe
there
they
we
use
go.
tokens. I know the difference, dude. I'm not that
a
young.
long time ago in a galaxy far, far away,
Oh, great.
there's a Japanese automobile racing
Oh, yeah,
game
yeah. You told me about
that
that.
is called
Konnichiwa.
Maximum Tune Racing.
Wow.
And so what you would do is you would build your car in the game, and for $1, you would print a card, and this would save your car on it. And every time you played, it would update your stats and build it up. And so that's like one of the only places around here that has that game. And yes, I have held on to this since probably 2005 or something crazy like that. But
Well, they can when you die, when you pass away, they put it in a casket
No.
and stuff. Take it with you.
It's still racing.
No,
in
because
heaven.
because Film Club is gonna blow up so huge that we're gonna have cabinet versions in our basement,
yes, dude, count in.
and we're gonna be able to just go downstairs with our cards and play our game in our basement.
Dude, it's so much fun, guys. I'm telling you. I'm sorry I didn't show the card to the camera, but you just got to be here.
And we'll have special times that we'll play at the same time at 4:30 every single day. He'll be in his basement at his house. I'll be in my basement at my house.
Cody.
We'll have them linked up and we'll be racing against each other at 4:20.
Straight up.
Cody, I have a question. What's your favorite John Goodman role?
Oh,
Yeah, bring it up.
all right. So I appreciate you asking me this question.
Or is that linked to something else?
No, it's just incredibly difficult because, as you can see, I really do like admire this man's body of work, and it's hard to put one thing above the other. So I don't know if I would call this my favorite, but the film that resonates with me the most in John Goodman's catalog, I think may surprise you guys, but I will go on to explain. Has anybody in the room seen the movie Red State?
No.
So Red State is a movie from one of my favorite directors, Kevin Smith, Silent Bob. But it's a serious movie, and basically it's like an interpolation of the story of the Westboro Baptist Church.
Okay.
I missed this.
I haven't heard of this one.
Yeah, I'm a big
It's
Kevin Smith fan, too.
so its distribution got kind of messed up,
Yeah, that sounds
and
like
it wasn't available on physical media for the law. My copy of it is literally from like Europe somewhere.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not a flex either, just obnoxiously hard to find. But were you flexing, or do you want me to acknowledge you?
No, I was just flexing for you.
Oh, thank you.
Do it again.
So Red State is
Hercules,
basically
Hercules.
Kevin Smith's take on the Westboro Baptist Church, and John Goodman plays the head of the ATF, and the ATF is trying to infiltrate the Westboro Baptist Church because they know of all like the horrible shit that's going on there.
How the hell did I miss this one? Jeez.
It's one of the most shocking role. I shouldn't say it's the most shocking role of his. It's like one of his best suited roles in a movie that like I think was like probably a tough decision to take. You know,
Okay.
I can't imagine it paid very well compared to other movies that
Right.
he's been on. The shooting is basically 2 or 3 locations the whole movie. It's very like tight quarters. As you can imagine, it's very tense subject matter, and there's a lot of like, not necessarily from him, but like there's a lot of like hatred and like religious stuff that happens, and like abuse and violence and stuff. And the fact that he chose to take part in this, and his character, once again, the man with the principles,
Mm-hmm.
he comes through and like does what needs to be done purely because it's right, even if it's like stepping outside the bounds of what the procedure calls for. And like even if he gets fucked over by his own team, he's doing whatever he can do to like save these people that are being hurt by the WBC. And so
He knows it. So he can care less about his friends. He just like focuses on himself. Oh yeah, hey, you guys do whatever you want. I got everything up here. You got nothing.
well, he's like he wants to do the right thing, and if you're not willing to do that, then like just step aside, like just get out of here, and like people that want to do the right thing are going to get this thing done. And in a movie that's like so filled with chaos, he's like one of the most grounded people in the movie, and so it's just very easy to be like, here he is. Like I said it on the last episode, I don't like movies where I have to like the cops. But John Goodman is one of those people that I'm like, come on, brother, you got this. I believe in you, dog.
Dude, that's how I feel about the sheriff on Widow's Bay. Not to plug my own show again.
Plug
but...
that. Talk that talk.
Dude,
Widow's Bay
well,
on
okay,
Apple
there's a
TV
sheriff
right now.
character.
Let's go.
There's a sheriff character on Widow's Bay, the Apple Plus TV
Okay.
show I worked on last summer. He's just a great guy. He's super funny, super down to earth, like done with this island's bullshit. Like, you know, love his character. Really great show. You should watch it if you like horror and comedy. It's fun. Pirate it. Actually, no. Well, you should watch it so that it gets
watch
season
it so
2.
it gets picked up.
Yeah. But you know what? If you Google Widow's Bay, Google does one of those weird Google things where it like,
It,
you know,
looks
it's
for
funny.
A location.
No, it makes its own. It does its own. Like, remember, like if you Googled like something and then like, you know, a promotion would happen, and I don't know how to explain it. Just Google Widow's Bay and you'll see something pop up for it.
Go watch Widow's Bay on Apple TV.
That's where I usually look for my dates.
I know.
Matrimony.
That was so dumb. I literally
Wife
was
wanted.
like, Apple TV is where you look for dates. I was like, this one went over my head, and then I figured
Wife
it out.
wanted.
Fast
Call 1-800
because I
wife.
am redacted. All right. Now, honestly, this is like a tough part of the show now. So let's start with you. It's that time of the show.
Okay.
You know what? Can I get a drum roll just to try and cheer up a little bit?
You want me to just go ahead and boo myself now?
No.
No, we're respecting your opinion.
Don't
Since
breathe.
when?
We are.
From the what?
Yeah, it's that time. It's that
That
time of the show. Yeah, buddy. Let's start. All right. And here's the thing. I'm going to ask you specifically for a follow-up because this is an appreciation hour.
Yeah.
So whatever you give for the first one, we'll take it. But if you can, I would love for you to follow it up with one that maybe it goes in the other direction. So with that said, what would your letterboxed review of True Stories be? Since that was our feature for tonight.
A 3.
Okay.
It's an enjoyable movie. Like I said, comedy is not for me. Doesn't mean that it's not for everybody, but overall, I think it's an enjoyable movie.
Yeah, I mean, if it held up that well, despite that, then
Right. That's
pretty
what I'm
good.
saying. Like, John Goodman is amazing in it. The writing in it is great, but the comedy to me just isn't my type of comedy. Like,
So now let's 180.
Yeah.
So let's go like one of your voiceover ones that you liked, because that seemed to be kind of like the top of the echelon for you.
Yep.
What would you give something like, say, a Monsters Inc.?
Monster Inc. I give a 4.
Okay.
Great movie.
Pretty great movie. Totally fair that it's not perfect. I'm not,
Right.
But it pretty much hits all the marks for you.
It hits all the marks for me. It's a great family movie. It's a great kids movie. It hits all the areas that it checks all the boxes.
Yeah.
Is it a perfect movie? Not very
Not
many
many- yeah.
movies
Not
out there
many.
are. But is it a movie that, again, like I said, is it a movie that I would change the channel? Absolutely not. If I was like next week coming back from the casino and drunk as shit and I turn on TV and Monster Inc.'s on it, I'm going to put the remote down and I'm going to sit there watching it.
Yeah, after I relapsed, I threw on Monsters Inc. I was like, hey, it's a good movie. You know what? Fuck it. It's already on. Let's just roll the dice tonight, guys. Monsters Inc.'s on.
I mean, I won't change the channel.
Hell yeah. Sammy, what did you think about tonight's feature?
You know I loved it. I knew you were turning around and watching my reaction, so I knew I
I
was
saw
loving it.
as soon as our boy Spalding Gray popped
Well,
up,
and
I
we
was
didn't
like,
even bring
"Hey,
him
bro!"
up. I'm like, we didn't even bring up Spalding, but he was phenomenal. He just did his monologues. He was him in that
Dude,
movie.
we
It
could
was
do a bonus episode on one of his
on-
monologue movies.
oh,
He's
now
got
you're
some-
talking.
He's got some joints.
Now you're talking. You're gonna love it. I give it a 5, hun. Honest to God, the humor. Break it down the humor. I know you didn't like it, Dan, but
Okay.
break it down the humor. There was dry humor. There was absurd humor. There was ridiculous humor. I mean, you had every kind of humor in it. There was what the fuck humor. I mean, there was a lot of that in it. I could keep going back to Swoosie, but I just thought her whole character and everything about her lying in bed and stuff like that. Oh, and the lying lady. She was
Oh my
awesome.
God,
Yeah.
she
Oh,
was
everything about her. Oh yeah,
fantastic.
they wanted to sleep with me. I'm like, what the?
I wrote Billie Jean.
That was so good.
I'm getting the royalties. I just got to cut.
Yeah,
New
they want me
apartment
to keep
last
it quiet
week.
about it. Yeah.
My manager doesn't want me to do it. Amateur stuff.
No local stuff.
And going back to what Tyler was saying too, just
Absurd.
the prettiness of it too.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
it was phenomenal. I mean, just the miles and miles of fields, and then them building the stage in the middle of nowhere, and the parade. I mean, I could go watch that parade over and over again. I'm like, everything about that parade was absurd, and I'm giving it a 5. I can't wait to watch it again. Let's put
love
it that
that.
way. I just couldn't wait.
And I feel like to your guys' point too, we kind of brought this up on last week's episode, but I almost think it's a little more suited for this one. And obviously, like I said last week, I did not coin this terminology, but every frame is a painting in this movie.
It was.
Yeah.
It is.
Like,
Yeah.
they made it
Mhm.
such a point to make this as beautiful as possible.
Yeah.
And
Well, just even the shots of David Byrne in the car, driving.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the shots of him up close, and you can tell the background's
Yeah,
all
Yeah.
But then when you have the real car with all the background and the miles and miles of fields and stuff like that, and then going back to the girl again too. Start at the beginning and the ending. Beautiful,
Yeah.
absolutely beautiful. So.
What about you, Big Dog?
Probably I would say like a 3 maybe.
Okay.
And like she said with the girl and our like walking at the beginning of the movie, and then at the end, like almost like walking into the sunset and everything, because you know what's gonna happen. You don't know. And it's a cliffhanger. So yeah, probably like 4, 5.
Okay. All right. I
Like I said, first time seeing it, and like I said, with how you asked him about the movie thing with the Disney thing, I would probably say Monsters Inc. as well. So that would be like a 10. And like other movies,
I love that.
well, I can't say like more than like I can say like 100 or something like that, but there's like so many movies that he's in. I don't even like know like what to say. This
Yeah, well, and that's exactly why I wanted to do this tonight this way, because it was like I didn't want to make it about one movie. I wanted to use this movie as the segue for us to like break down everything that came after, because not only was this a lot of our as a group first time seeing this, but this was his first lead role too. So you think about all these movies that you guys love, none of that would have happened if David Byrne didn't
That's a cool frame
basically
of reference. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
very cool.
He had only done like 1 or 2 film roles before, and they were like super small, like in Revenge of the Nerds. He, like, pops up
those are
very
good movies.
briefly. But this was like he goes on interviews and says that this was his like big break into film, and so that's why I thought it was really important to like honor him by kind of showing proof that this man's almost his entire filmography is timeless. We watched a movie that is over 40 years old, and it hit for everybody in some way, because honestly, a 3, I'll take a 3. I was bracing myself for something way harsher, and so a 3 was like, that's cool. We got a 3, a 5, and a 4, maybe 5, and we still got to get to yours. I'm like, I think that's a pretty great, like, everybody seemed to get something from it. You know what I mean? Like that was kind of suited to them. And so I feel really happy about that.
Well, everybody has their own opinions and stuff. Like I said, like
Yeah.
he said, he doesn't like this, he doesn't like that.
No, but there
everything,
was still
but yeah.
stuff that he found value in,
Exactly.
which was cool. Where it's like me as somebody who, like, I don't want to say I'm a writer in like a pretentious sense. Like, I don't, you know, but I write music. I write, you know, like I write for what I have to do. And so if you give me a story or something that's not cohesive or not put together very well or not written well, no matter how like beautiful or magnificent the movie is, I would have a really difficult time giving it its just due, because that's so much of the backbone of a movie. And I think in the same sense, comedy can be like that, where it's like if you're going into something expecting it to be funny and that's not hitting for you, it could have easily like derailed the whole fucking thing. And the fact that there was still like stuff of value in there is like, I think that kind of speaks for this movie on its own, where it's like you have to try to not like it because there's just something of value throughout the fucking, whether you're a movie maker guy, a casual watcher, you know, somebody that grew up with talking heads, you know, like somebody that grew up with like a wide eclectic scope of movies. It's like everybody kind of like saw this for what it was and got something different from it. And I don't want to derail too far, so let me hear how you're feeling about Letterboxd here.
I think this might be the first one on the show for me. 5 out of 5.
Can we can we smash that?
There you go, Ty.
pause
There you
button?
go.
Can you say that one
Awesome.
more time?
5 out of 5. This is
Let's go.
wow. I mean, everybody really already hit the nails on the head with my main points, but from performances to just the way the pure way the movie just makes me feel is it's just something that is like, it is hopeful and it brings me up and I can laugh and I can be weird and like feel okay being weird, and it doesn't take itself seriously, but it's also just so sincere and earnest in a lot of ways. And I love this movie. 5 out of 5.
Thanks.
I think it's 5 out of 5.
I needed that.
I know, dude. I needed that. And you know what? Hour and a half. I like me a good hour and a half movie. That's something I can
Hit me with a
fucking
90-minute
appreciate.
movie any day.
Dude, getting out of this show before 1 a.m., I'd love to do that. That'd be lovely. You know, that's
try.
incredible.
I
I'm
could go on for
talking-
hours on this movie. I
I-
really could.
I'm still
do
talking.
Honestly,
Jay.
I'm going home and I'm gonna see if I can find it and watch it again, because I'm
Yeah.
hooked watching this movie. I love when you were talking about being a writer. I'm not a writer, but I'm a wordsmith. I love words.
Exactly.
I love words, and this whole entire thing was so planned out. David Byrne was brilliant. There I go again with brilliant, because the wording and everything, and just even some of his little thoughts of, you know, when
It's
he
free
took-
on YouTube. The whole movie is free on YouTube.
Are
Like,
you kidding
like
me?
officially.
Holy crap.
Sweet.
Dude, that's
Okay,
fucking
that's really
nuts.
cool.
What movie?
Yes.
Let's go.
Which
YouTube.
movie?
Every now and then,
Funny
YouTube
stories.
movies have
Oh,
weird
shit.
random
Oh,
free
sweet.
movies.
Well, that's
Thanks, David
incredible.
Byrne.
Yeah, no, thank you,
Why
Why
David
did I
Byrne.
struggle
Seriously.
so hard, man?
But I like
Hey, David
Honestly,
Byrne, if
that's
you're
probably
watching
you
this,
can
we
find.
love you.
Because I went for I'm.
YouTube one probably don't look as good as the one, you know?
It's
It
because
won't.
I got called this weekend a bougie bitch.
whoa.
Do you hear that cackle from the couch over there?
I'm a bougie bitch is what I got told.
Wow, I love that. All right, I'm gonna do something a little differently for this last round before we go to our closing segments. Shotgun sentence. Danny, I'd like to start with you if you're down. Could you give us one sentiment to go out on about John Goodman, a man who is celebrating over 70 years of life when this comes out?
One of the finest actors that we will probably ever have.
I love that. I totally agree.
I just think he's a lovable teddy bear, what they call him, the panda there.
I'm 6'3" and I keep the physique of a panda.
Of a panda bear. And he is. I can watch him in anything. I mean, we already have. You know, so
Let's see. I think just a caring guy and everything and all stuff, a lovable guy, and it's like with all these other people that passed away, like famous people, like Michael Jackson, and everything, Robert Williams. I think when it's his time, I think it's you'll I'll see all these movies, and if you have some of these movies like Monster Inc., that's like a keeper because, and whoever wins his picture of him, that's a memory too, and also
popular.
so. Like I said, other than that, good caring guy and an awesome actor.
It's funny you said the thing about the poster. Obviously, I'm biased. I like all the posters because I make them. But this was the first one for me that I was kind of sad that I'm not taking this home and hanging it up tonight.
Good thing you know the guy that can print them.
Which is true. But as somebody who's seen the art on my walls, running out of space to hang anything.
Well, not
I've got legit theater. I've got movie theater posters wrapping my lip.
Is it the one sentence about John Goodman or one sentence about the movie?
About John Goodman.
Okay.
This is for us to appreciate him, his whole body of work.
Gotcha.
The fact that he's still here kicking. He's actually kind of pertinent to the fact that we're at the spot, but he was an alcoholic and has been sober for a long time now.
awesome.
Very public about that as well. And has gone through a dramatic weight loss in his later years in life too. So I just I know I'm biased as hell, but I just think that the best thing that I could do with this show is honor the people that have given me and other people so much.
Oh yeah,
No,
for sure.
absolutely. My one sentence for John Goodman. Thank you for being so many amazing men, and maybe a
Yes.
couple of crazy and fucked up ones too, but we love you for all the different roles.
I love that.
I agree with you.
Well, if we're gonna get that sentimental, hold on. Thank you for being the father I never had growing up.
There we go.
That's
Once a week, every week, for so many years of my life.
It'd be nice to hear your dad when he's being funny then.
We should do the.
My dad's
we
not
should do
funny.
the
Oh, I was like John Goodman. Oh, trust me.
We should do the
Hey.
Roseanne depreciation hour and just talk about.
Oh my
how
God.
that went.
Oh,
Here's 37 ways.
Hey, we
Roseanne
love you, John
ruined
Goodman, but fuck
Oh,
Roseanne
oh my God.
Barr. Get out of here.
You know what's crazy even at that? If you listen to interviews, John Goodman is still so nice about Roseanne. He will not shit on her.
No,
he
no, he's a
rides for her,
gentleman.
and she still shits on him. It's never enough.
I'm sorry for the
Never enough.
derailment, but I remember when we were all like, all right, we're gonna give Roseanne Barr another chance. And then 3
That
months
lasted-
later, she's like, here's an AI photo of Barack Obama throwing poop around
Yeah.
dressed up as a monkey. Yeah, that's gonna go over well, dude. That's a good look.
Yeah, remember when your highest syndicated television show of all time got resurrected and lasted 2 episodes?
Yeah, remember that?
And you fired
Yep.
with your name on it?
But
well, it's the Connors now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's now.
that's true.
Remember when you got access to your own show? All right, sorry, that's it.
repeat
We
that
can already
again.
The
That's
depreciation hour is
right
over.
now. It's started.
Tune into the Patreon for the Roseanne depreciation hour.
Jamie, clip
Um,
this mark right here so I know where to cut it.
Wow, we scared of Fox News podcasting about us or something?
I'd love the coverage from Fox
Hey.
News.
I know. I'll take what I can get. Honestly, anything more than the 19 people that see this right now, even if they hate us.
They hate us because they ain't us, dude.
Let's go. Look at that. Sounding like a real old white guy now. I like that.
I gotta say to you, Cody, I agree with you with the people that, with the how you said with the drinking alcohol thing. I have fun go to bars, karaoke, and everything. I'm actually happy they did the spot here because I don't drink, I don't smoke nothing, and I, help people out. Like, hey, if people's alcoholic or something like that, I know actually a friend of mine that's in a sober place and she's doing so good, and my family,
yeah.
my parents so
yeah,
proud of
dude.
her, and like I said,
Water toast. To
You know,
all
like
my
I said,
sober friends out there.
all her friends are supporting her and everything. And she actually was here Tuesday one time. And like I said, we're so proud of her. We tell her keep up in her head and everything. She has a little girl and she got to see her on that day. And I said, if I miss seeing you, I don't care. As long as you see your daughter, that's all I care about. That's the main thing. Daughter's family comes first and everything else says.
Can we hit the
True.
applause? That's incredible.
Spot, we love you. Mike, we love you.
We love you, Mike.
We
The
love you,
sport.
Mike. We
Love you
love
more.
you, Mike. Man.
Nick, if that was you, shut up.
Wow, thanks, Dave.
It was him.
Wow,
It was
man.
not me.
Yeah.
Oh, was he?
Oh, might be.
Man, shots fired, dude.
I was sitting here smirking at Cody's comment.
And everybody stay tuned for the Hellhound MMA Club right after this.
Gosh. Don't worry, honestly, I can take this over the fucking pinball.
Oh,
All of us. Yeah. Did you notice all of us did one of these?
I'm glad.
Yeah.
what, you
I
didn't
thought-
like Pinball Wizard over there,
I
dude?
thought I was the only one. I literally was like,
Well, what I love about him, it was like an old dude. I don't care. I'll out him. So it was like this old dude. He comes, he sits down.
If he was young and
No,
jacked, I
but
won't
what's-
say a
no,
goddamn
the-
thing. But
The
this is an
funniest
old
part is that
dude.
he sits down for like a solid 20 minutes and is like watching the movie, and then he just slowly gets up over, click, click, ding, 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 and then it's a fucking Iron Maiden. So it's like Mark of the Beast. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah,
I love
the
it was
movie.
like the quietest movie we could have possibly picked. And
it's right at the end when
there's all
everybody's
these scenes-
singing and
There's all
shit.
these scenes though where it's mad quiet, and it's like people kept coming in and be like, "Oh, this is cool." Run to the hills. Like, oh, well, I guess this is what's. I guess.
Well, that's Maiden for you.
Straight up.
People look out the window, like from the window from the street. Come in.
How many people did I wave down tonight? That was
Oh,
way-
yeah.
Several,
way
at
more
least
than you.
12.
A couple of them came in. Shout out to the people that took. the
Yeah, no
risk.
doubt. They did.
There was like a couple that came in and they hesitated, but I got them to come
We
in.
won
and
'em
I saw
over.
them hang out at the bar for a bit.
It's so funny because like they stand and they watch, and then when we catch them and we're like, "Hey, come in,"
They're
and they're
almost
like,
they're
"Oh,
like-
oh
They're
shit,
like embarrassed.
oh, they caught us, they caught
I
us, they
wasn't, I
saw us."
wasn't looking.
I think they were a couple and stuff. I think they were like boyfriend and girlfriend. I think they were boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, yo, who's with these people?
Right?
Like, were they born like that or something? Like, what the? I just want to have fun, just like the kava or whatever. Well, shut up with the pinball. We're trying to watch a movie.
Yeah, nerds just.
Come on. Damn.
Nerds
So-
just want to have fun.
I didn't.
Yeah, buddy.
I didn't prepare anything, but I do feel like I should also send a final message for the John Goodman Appreciation Hour. A lot of the people we are very fortunate to do a show where we get to spend time trying to honor and uplift the people that inspire us so much. If you listen to my music or read what I write or listen to my podcasts or whatever, you'll pick up very quickly that film and cinema and movies have been a huge part of my life. And as I've gotten older, I've been able to see more and more how much John Goodman has been a part of that. Even in this season of Hellhound Film Club, we've unexpectedly watched at least 2 or 3 different Goodman movies in this new revival of the live show. I don't think that there are many actors. There's actors that I love, right? I love Humphrey Bogart. I don't relate to Humphrey Bogart. But John Goodman oftentimes either plays characters or in real life is a person that I can relate to. And to see the different levels of adversity that he's gone through with very little public addressing, you know what I mean? Like he's never been somebody that's been often caught in dramatic scandal or anything of that nature. The things that he dealt with, he just like dealt with them and kept moving on. The tragedies he faced in his life, he like dealt with them and moved on. And even though he like moved on from those things, you can tell in his nature that he's a very empathetic person, and he very much like puts the people around him above himself. And I think that it's rare that you find a remarkable actor who's also a remarkable person and somebody who has had over 40 years of contributing to all of this stuff that we love so much. So I am sincerely grateful that everybody was willing to do this with me tonight. I'm thankful that everybody was willing to watch this movie with me that many of them hadn't seen. I'm so grateful for everybody sharing all of their thoughts on this subject matter in general. And thank you guys for keeping the show going, because it's been a rocky road. We've been trying to learn how to do all of this stuff as we do it. We've switched the format up a couple times. We've changed how the set looks. We've changed how we ask the questions, all this stuff. And through all of these different kind of trial and error, learning how to do shit, you guys have continued to rock with us. You watch it. Some of you guys like the videos, leave comments, share all that stuff. It's annoying that we ask all the time, but it's because we want people to be able to be part of this conversation with us. If you can't come here and watch the movie, you live somewhere else in the world, whatever the case is, watch it at home and then watch the YouTube video with us after. Drop comments. If not Danny, I will write back to you from the Hellhound Film Club account. One of us will answer all of you, the crazy shit you want to say to us in the comments.
Cody will write you a haiku.
I literally will write. I'll write you a 16-bar verse about
She's
whatever movie
fired.
we watched that week.
As a chuckle of background, who was that chuckling?
Oh, Chuckles over here.
Fired, bro.
Who could that be?
Fired.
Damn. Dime
Dude,
Media,
16-bar
Dime Media is
freestyle for
hiring
every
for a
movie.
creative assistant.
Will the
She
chuckle
even
person tell us their
Hear
names,
me out.
please?
She heard me say other things on the podcast on Monday, but 100% did not hear either one of us ask for my phone. I even said, Cody even was like, if somebody is in his house right now
Yeah, I did.
watching this, can you bring his phone down, please?
Can we specify what happened? I fell asleep.
Oh, shocker! She fell asleep.
Hey now,
And so what I just heard her say is that she thought we were so boring that she
No.
needed to sleep.
let's not put down
It sounds like
just
your
Domino's.
employees are sleeping on the job.
That's what I'm saying. Fired, right?
Wait, you guys are getting paid?
No.
She's like, I'm getting paid more than they are, so this would be my
I'm
podcast.
getting paid. Why do you think I'm selling off my movie collection?
Yeah, right.
She is paid in my time
That's
and
a well
presence.
done.
It's a long walk home.
Very
Oh.
nice, kids.
All right, I'm taking this
segue.
perfect segue right here. So, as you guys know, I always save my letterboxd reviews of the movies that we watch for the day that the episodes come out. However, because I had seen this a long time ago, my review of it is already on Letterboxd, so I can't really re-review it. So you guys will be able to just see it whenever you want. But I did want to pick another one, and the reason why I said that was such a good segue is because the movie that I watched unexpectedly this weekend is Walker from 1987. Has anybody else seen Walker with Ed Harris?
No.
Crazy movie, directed by Alex Cox, who did Repo Man.
Funny last name.
I guess so. So, Walker, I guess all right, since nobody's seen it, let me tell you what it's about first. So, William Walker and his mercenary corps enter Nicaragua in the middle of the 19th century in order to install a new government by a coup d'etat. And so, it sounds like kind of a historical piece.
Classic America.
Yeah, but what's really wild about it, and this is a very like Alex Cox kind of thing to do, he kind of melds so this was done in 87. So he melds like 80s pop culture into this 19th century historical like story. So like, these guys are like on horses, like going across the woods, but then you'll see somebody like drinking a Diet Coke or something like that.
That's really
It's
fascinating.
so, yeah.
Huh.
This whole thing was wildly interesting. The fusion of time periods is definitely stark, but it takes a moment to connect. And once it does, it's a truly wild piece of art. Ed Harris as William Walker does an incredible job at being so laissez-faire about everything. So there will be like, they'll be walking through like the Nicaraguan jungle, and people will be like shooting at all the soldiers, and he'll just be walking up front, like not even phased. Like, and it's like, it's almost comedic, like, because you're just like, dude, your whole team is dying behind you. Like, just turn your head. But he's just like, he just has to march forward.
That's crazy.
even the score and the soundtrack was like spot on with like the theme of how they made the movie. I had no idea what to expect when I was going into it. I solely watched it because I love Repo Man. And so I was like, anything Alex Cox does, like I'm down, count me in. And I was pleasantly surprised. I gave this a 3.5 out of 5 stars. And if you do want to watch it, I watched it on the Criterion channel, but you can also get it on Blu-ray and all sorts of stuff. So that was my review for this week. That was a fun one. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, I'm going to see if I have when I did my first True Stories review in here. Let's see if I can find it in time. Probably not. I watch too many movies here. Yeah, okay. I'm years back and it still hasn't come up yet.
And we're
Yeah,
back.
this guy's devoted.
That's how many reviews that I have. There's years worth of reviews on my Letterboxd if you ever want to get some taste. And so if you want to follow more of my movie watch lists, if you want to see reviews of the movies I watch, and if you want to follow way more interesting people in the world of cinema than me, people like his friend Marty Scorsese is also on Letterboxd. You can see when they're making, so a lot of like actors and directors will make lists of movies that they're influenced by when they're working. You know, it's like I'm making Barbie. Here's all the movies that I'm influenced by, like in the production of making this movie. Really cool stuff that will give you a different insight into the movies you love. And so we don't get paid to plug Letterboxd. This is purely just out of love and wanting people to have more of a connection with the movies they like. So if you're into that idea and you want to talk more about movies outside of Film Club, follow me on Letterboxd. I'll always answer you back, and we can always talk shop about any movie that you want to talk about. Here is a quick little video that will kind of give you a glimpse about what we're doing on Letterboxd. We'll be right back in less than like 30 seconds. I never realized before that it shows the Cody Central logo and says, "Welcome back to the show." That would have been good to know 25 episodes ago. Thank you guys for pointing that out in the comments for me at least. So, as we do every time on the show, before we give away some free stuff and wrap this episode up, we're going to run through some local screenings and event listings. As we tell you every week, if you have an independent film event of your own, if there's a film festival going on near you, if there's any sort of movie-related event that you want us to plug, and it could be wherever. It doesn't have to be in New England where we're at. We're happy to plug it wherever you're at. Please shoot us an email, hellhoundfilmclub@gmail.com. Send us the info, the flyer, whatever, and we'll be happy to promote it. With that said, here's some really cool stuff that's coming up. I will say these first two, I believe, they're going to happen before this episode releases officially. But if you're on our Patreon crew, you can catch these in time. And then everything else you guys should be able to go catch. And tickets are pretty much available for all of these all over the place. With that said, we have any music?
Oh, I could drop
I
something.
didn't think about that before, but this would be a good music section too.
Let's get it going, dude.
Right?
Yeah.
Get going, get it early.
Let's go into space.
Let's go into space.
Outer
You guys,
space.
let us know if you guys like
Wait,
the background
buddy.
music this time. Huh?
Nothing.
Yeah, get excited, bro.
Sorry, I just saw that. I just saw the movie you're about to
Wait,
announce.
you want to read some shit with me?
I'll read the second one.
Okay. I'll make this a little bigger. So, first movie that's on our list of upcoming screenings, Friday, June 12th, Flaming Ears is going to be playing at Cinema Salem in Salem, Massachusetts, presented as part of their Nightlight series. Flaming Ears is a 1992 pop sci-fi lesbian extravaganza set in the year 2700 in the fictional burned-out city of Osh that follows the tangled lives of 3 women. A truly underground film shot on Super 8 and newly restored, Flaming Ears is original for its playful disruption of narrative conventions, its witty approach to film genre, and its punk visual splendor.
June 17th, But I'm a Cheerleader at Coolidge at the Speedway, a series presented by Coolidge Corner Theater and the Charles River Speedway. The second feature in this incredible outdoor screening event in Boston, featuring food vendors, beer tents, and more, is But I'm a Cheerleader, the 1999 satirical teen romance film in which Natasha Lyonne stars as Megan Bloomfield, a high school cheerleader whose parents send her to a residential inpatient conversion therapy camp to cure her of her lesbianism. At camp, Megan realizes that she is indeed a lesbian, and despite the therapy, comes to embrace her sexuality. I just watched this movie recently with like a bunch of lesbians. It's a fantastic movie.
That's awesome.
It's so great.
It's
It's so
my
visually stunning. It's so funny. It's so heartwarming. Great movie. Go watch it. Sorry.
Natasha Lyonne is amazing.
She does great, even though she's really into AI now. Boo.
I'm not gonna lie, that's something to.
Yeah, that's good.
You.
Right? Hell yeah. Thursday, June 25th, Shaun of the Dead, part of the Thirsty Thursday series at Somerville Theater, bringing your favorite movie bars to the big screen. Shaun is a 30-something-year-old loser with a dull, easy existence. When he's not working at the electronics store, he lives with his slovenly best friend Ed in a small flat on the outskirts of London. The only unpredictable element in his life is his girlfriend Liz, who wishes desperately for Shaun to grow up and be a man. When the town is inexplicably overrun with zombies, Shaun must rise to the occasion and protect Liz and his mother. Shaun of the Dead is going to be playing at 7:30 at the Somerville Theater, and so for more details, tickets, or other films in that series, visit somervilletheater.com.
Oh, you want me to do that? Okay. Friday, June 26th, Mikey and Nikki 50th anniversary and a 4K restoration screening as part of an ongoing series celebrating comedian, actress, writer, and director Elaine May's incomparable career for the 50th anniversary of one of the truly one-of-a-kind inimitable crime dramas, Mikey and Nikki, starring John Cassavetes and Peter Falk.
So I'm going to do the same thing I did to Danny last week. And you hit the rewind button for me, only because this movie is incredibly important. To me, it's like one of my favorite fucking
Yeah, so then why'd you
ever.
give me All right, yeah.
I thought we were the Hardy Boys. You wanted to jump in, and so I just.
So this isn't Mickey and Nikki.
It's not Mickey and Nikki. It's not John Cassavetes or whatever. So
It's not Mikey. Oh, Mikey.
Peter Falk.
yeah, Mikey.
Okay, Mikey and Nikki.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Friday, June 26th is the 50th anniversary of Mikey and Nikki, at which we'll be doing, they'll be showing 4K restoration screenings. As part of an ongoing series celebrating comedian, actress, writer, and director Elaine May's incomparable career for the 50th anniversary of one of the truly one-of-a-kind, inimitable crime dramas, Mikey and Nikki, starring John Cassavetes and Peter Falk. Elaine May, producer Julian Schlossberg, will be present for an in-person Q&A.
That's fucking sick. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Good thing you read that one.
Keep going.
Thanks for the
Usually
Oh,
it's like, all right, I'm done. You go. We'll figure it. We'll get a rhythm now. Maybe one day all three of us.
It's harder than you think.
It's not easy.
I'm just over here enjoying this for once.
Right?
He's
So on
like-
Monday, June 29th, is the found footage double feature showing Hell House LLC and As Above, So Below, presented by Wicked VHS as part of their VHS Night series at the Model in Allston, Massachusetts. These are going to be back-to-back horror VHS screenings. They're free, 21 plus, and you can get food and drinks from the Model in Allston.
Sunday, July 5th, Citizen Kane 85th anniversary, presented by Fathom Entertainment at theaters nationwide. A boy abandoned by his parents inherits a fortune, builds a global newspaper empire, and aspires to become president of the United States. But he loses everything over an affair with an untalented nightclub singer. The fascinating story unfolds through the eyes of the people important to the tycoon, each showing a different aspect of Citizen Kane. This special 85th anniversary release includes exclusive insight from Leonard Maltin. If you live in our area of southern New Hampshire or in Massachusetts, there are screenings that day at AMC in Methuen, Apple Cinemas in Merrimack and Hooksett, Showcase Cinema in Lowell and Woburn, Cinemark in Salem, New Hampshire, and plenty of other theaters as well. Go to fathomentertainment.com to find a screening near you.
Sorry to correct you, but that's Woburn.
Woburn.
So make sure
Woburn?
you can check
Woburn?
out Showcase Cinema in Lowell and
Woburn.
the Woo. People from the
The
Woo.
Showcase at Woburn's actually a
Woburn.
really great joint. I like that place.
Yeah.
Sure, you don't want to go to Haverhill in Worcester?
What's your chef?
Saturday, July 11th, Heavy Healing is going to be doing a free screening at Bridge 9 Records in Beverly, Mass. Heavy Healing is a documentary that features prominent and influential members of the heavy music community, including Lou Collar from Sick of It All, Jesse Leach from Killswitch Engage, Vinny Stigma from Agnostic Front, Mike Williams from I Hate God, Eddie Sutton from Leeway, Jimmy G from Murphy's Law, Jarrett Reddick from Bowling for Soup, Adam Blake from H2O, and more, all telling stories about relying on hardcore, punk, metal, etc. to recover from illness, medical issues, and mental health challenges. The screening is free. Just RSVP at bridge9.com/heavyhealing in order to reserve your spot. Women of the Pit will also be on site that night, raising funds for the American Cancer Society.
Wednesday, July 15th, Jackass the Movie at Coolidge at the Speedway, a series presented by the Coolidge Corner Theater and the Charles River Speedway. The third feature in this incredible outdoor screening event in Boston featuring food vendors, beer tents, and more. Yes, tents. They will have tents.
They've got
Tents.
tents.
Tents is Jackass the Movie, the 2002 American reality slapstick/stunt comedy film directed by Jeff Tremaine. It is a continuation of the MTV television series Jackass, which had completed its run. The film features most of the original Jackass cast, including leader Johnny Knoxville, Bam Margera, Chris Pontius, Steve-O, Dave England, Ryan Dunn, Wee Man, Preston Lacey, and Danger Aaron.
At least you got Steve-O's last name right.
I read that a little weird. One syllable off.
Friday, July 17th, The Odyssey premieres nationwide, including 70mm showings at Coolidge Corner Cinema in Brookline, Massachusetts. A mythic action epic bringing Homer's foundational saga to screens, starring Matt Damon, Tom Holland, Anne Hathaway, Robert Pattinson, Lupita Nyong'o, Zendaya, and Charlize Theron. And let me just say this real quick before we jump into this. I'm sure you've heard about this. You probably have too. The Odyssey is the first ever movie shot entirely in IMAX. And so
It's going to be insane.
they literally had to build a new IMAX camera to film this movie.
And
Because-
they, sorry,
No,
they,
jump in.
they had to build a housing around it because IMAX is like, it's so fucking loud because it's just like, there's nothing you can do. So they had to build this like giant thing around the entire camera to like soundproof it so that, during like quiet dialogue scenes, you're not hearing that in the background. It would just completely kill it.
And like a reason that people like freak out about IMAX so much is like for frame rate. They're way smarter people that could do this than me. But say this is a cell of film on like 35mm, right? Like this is every frame. In IMAX, this is your frame. So instead of just seeing what you can fit in here, you now get the entire scope of the screen that's available to you, and they make the bigger shaped screens for that purpose. And usually what would happen, so
you get more of the set too.
You get like double the detail
Yeah.
essentially.
exactly. And so like Dark Knight is a great example. Christopher Nolan is one of the people who has advocated for filming in IMAX, but like going to what he said, you couldn't film The Dark Knight entirely in IMAX because there's so many dialogue scenes and there's so many parts of like a quiet suspense. So when you're watching the film, you'll notice that the film actually changes ratio at times. And so like certain scenes, you'll see black bars come up, and then certain like action sequences, you'll see the screen fill up again. And so the Odyssey is going to be the first movie that uses the entirety of IMAX's full frame. So
So excited.
it's just going to be one of the greatest epics of of our lifetime.
The
honestly.
cast in that sounds crazy too.
Exactly. And they've literally shot it like all around the world for the last 2 or 3 years. Some
Yeah.
of these people were doing other projects, so they would like go on hold, or like they'd be flying to film Odyssey and then flying back and doing their TV show or whatever. It's been a remarkable journey.
It's gonna be incredible.
Yeah.
Saturday, July 6th. Sorry, Saturday, July 18th, and Saturday, July 19th.
Sorry, that should
Oh,
say Sunday.
sorry, Sunday, July 19th. Down East Hardcore Stories from the Cave. Documentary screening at Maine International Film Festival. A documentary made by hardcore kids for hardcore kids about one of Maine's most important breeding grounds for bands in the Northeast. The Cave is now screening 2 times during the Maine International Film Festival.
And honestly, the reason that this is such a big deal is for New England hardcore kids in particular, the Cave was literally essentially a giant shed at a lady's house in Bucksport, Maine, which is like you're like Bangor.
Yeah,
up
yeah,
that way.
yeah.
And you know, when you talk about like the 90s and the early 2000s, the network of being a touring musician was very much a who do you know kind of thing. And this lady who has like, she's fought cancer, she's like in her late 50s or 60s now, still like shows up to hardcore shows, supports bands, puts them on, like, but for decades her little backyard house was like a place where the most iconic hardcore bands from the world have come through and played this little place in Maine. And so with her like fighting her illness and things obviously slowing down in life, a bunch of the Maine hardcore community came together and made a documentary about the Cave. And it was supposed to just be a thing for like hardcore kids, and it was so well produced that it got accepted into the Maine International Film
That's
Festival.
fucking sick.
And has 2 screenings. So I just thought it was
Yeah,
I'm really
having
proud
2
of them for
screenings.
doing that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just really proud of them for that. Thursday, July 30th is the Creative Guts Short Film Festival at Red River Theaters in Concord, New Hampshire. Presented by the Creative Guts podcast, their short film festival is an evening of imaginative stories from filmmakers in New Hampshire and beyond. Submissions are open until June 14th. For more details and tickets, visit redrivertheaters.org.
Friday, July 31st, The Samurai and the Prisoner theatrical release. One of the best reviewed films from the 2026 Cannes Film Festival, Kiyoshi Kurosawa's thrilling The Samurai and the Prisoner will hit theaters exclusively on July 31st. Be on the lookout.
And if you're new to Kiyoshi Kurosawa, may I recommend Cure. That is, I don't know.
Oh, that's been on my list. My boy Victor's been trying to get me to watch that for a long time.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about that when we see it.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
another phenomenal joy. Wednesday, August 19th to Sunday, August 23rd is the 11th annual Hip Hop Film Festival at Look Cinemas in New York City. The 11th annual Hip Hop Film Festival returns August 19th to 23rd, 5 days of fresh on the Hudson. Powered by Look Cinemas and the Harlem Film House, the Hip Hop Film Festival of 2026 creates New York City's first ever destination film festival experience for the culture, bringing independent cinema, master ciphers, community screenings, live performances, DJ culture, the Cypher Lounge, the Sneaker Ball, and the GOAT Awards to the New York City and Hudson Valley.
Saturday, August 29th and Sunday, August 30th, Kaiju Film Festival, Salem, Massachusetts 2026. The North Shore's first ever Kaiju Film Festival presented by Cinema Salem, Salem Scare Society, and Nightlight. Passes online at cinemasalem.com. Full program announced next month.
Wednesday, October 14th, Final Destination 3 at Coolidge at the Speedway, a series presented by Coolidge Corner Theater and Charles River Speedway. This final feature in this incredible outdoor screening event in Boston that features food vendors, beer tents, and more is Final Destination 3, the 2006 third installment of the American supernatural horror franchise, and just in time for Halloween.
And New Hampshire Film Festival, October 15th through the 18th, throughout downtown Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Submissions now open. The New Hampshire Film Festival is an annual fall event located in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, that unites professional filmmakers, screenwriters, and film industry experts with film lovers, drawing thousands of attendees annually. The New Hampshire Film Festival is the region's premier film festival and is an integral resource for local and national industry professionals who return each year. Movie Maker magazine named the New Hampshire Film Festival on its annual list of 50 film festivals worth the entry fee, celebrating festivals that serve movie makers and audiences in some of the best destinations in the world. For details, visit www.newhampshirefilmfestival.com.
Let's go. Make sure you guys support your local movie theater, support your independent filmmakers. It's so important that you guys going to the big theaters is important, right? I'm not negating like your AMCs and Regals need your support when there's a movie of that magnitude that comes out.
But the little guy's got to eat too.
Exactly. If you can support a local film festival, a local independent theater, a pop-up screening somewhere, a micro cinema event, anything of that magnitude, you're going to help make the entire film industry and the art of cinema a better place. And I know this sounds pretentious, right? But all of cinema, just like music and all of these other things, has corporate hands like deeply tied in it. And that's why movies are getting sold off for tax write-offs before they come out, all of this kind of shit. The only way that you have any say in that, the only way that you can prevent that from being a thing for the future is by participating in the film culture that's around you now. Something as simple as showing up to Hellhound Film Club, going to a local filmmaker's screening, going to a local film fest, popping into your local repertory theater. All of this stuff helps shape the way that we get films made for us, sold to us. And so if you want to be part of films having more freedom and being better quality films going through the machine, start by supporting local. And with that said, the part you guys are all waiting for, probably the fun part of the night, this time of the night, someone's going home with a prize. So my dear co-host Danny, as you can see, has pulled up the wheel of names.
Wheel of names.
And so at this given moment, he's going to click to spin the wheel. And what will happen is the wheel will select somebody that's going home with this custom 12 by 18 John Goodman Appreciation Hour poster tonight.
So?
Honestly, we didn't even watch them. We're going to do this again. You got to watch the movie to win the prize. You can't be hanging out outside. That doesn't count.
You can't get a free sub.
Exactly.
You're in a charity case.
It finally happened.
Let's go. Can we smash that applause one time for Sami? That's that. So you guys will see in just a second here, Sami is going home with our custom 1-of-1 12 by 18 John Goodman Appreciation Hour poster commemorated right here at the spot. And so, as you'll see, you've got
How do you feel, Sami?
different cells from all sorts of different movies that he's been in.
This is beautiful.
Thanks.
I'd like to
I
thank the
needed that.
Academy. I'd like to thank all the little people. It took a lot
Yo,
to
Mike.
get here, and they know it took a lot to get here. No, this is beautiful. Thanks, Cody.
Oh, thank you so much.
Add it to the Sam Cave.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yep. That's awesome. Thanks, dudes.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you guys so much.
He's stealing.
Hey, this guy's trying to steal
Shoplifting.
movies.
Baby, please.
Nah, Cody.
Look at everybody chase this guy down. He didn't watch the movie and then he stole movies.
All right.
This guy stinks.
Boo. No. All right.
Oh,
Can I steal this lamp? before you go?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
skipped me,
We're
bro.
wrapping up right now. Perfect timing.
Great
No.
way to segue into.
I say we
Thank
should
you
say
so
Cody
much for tuning in.
and everything.
Please be sure to subscribe to our main YouTube channel at Hellhound Publishing, and subscribe to our newest channel, Hellhound Film Club, dedicated to this show, as well as bonus clips, exclusive bonus episodes, interviews, and more. Those subs and comments really take us places.
You guys, to what he said, please subscribe to the Hellhound Publishing channel. Please subscribe to the Hellhound Film Club channel. But if you could give us your support, we've been saying this for a little while now. We're admittedly slower to getting to our goal than we had hoped, but we are currently sitting at almost 250 subscribers. We need to get past the 500 mark as the first benchmark towards monetizing our show.
Halfway there, baby.
Halfway there, right? But here's the thing. You guys have seen us struggle with this show. If we could start monetizing these episodes in due time, that will contribute greatly to having more microphones, having a different stage setup, having lighting that's our own, having, you know what I mean? Things that are going to make the experience more enjoyable for you guys at home, as well as allow us to produce a better program for you guys. And so there's obviously monetary ways that you can support the show, but if you're somebody that feels like you don't have money to spend on some of the other things we're going to talk about, it costs you absolutely nothing to go on YouTube and subscribe to our channels and help us hit that first benchmark. If you are willing to help put a little money towards making this a better program, please consider being a part of our Patreon community. You can join for as little as $1 a month. You'll get exclusive and early access to Hellhound Film Club, as well as all of the other podcasts, music, and book releases from Hellhound Publishing. You'll get everything that we've released there since we started back in 2018. Like we said, your support is going to help us get additional cameras so we can have multiple angles when people are talking. We'll have better microphones. So one day, all of us will sound exactly the same instead of having 8 different brands of microphones. We're going to have computers, like Danny and I have built this show up off of the stuff that we can find and afford to get. And so we're making a lot happen with a little and coming out of pocket to keep making it better. And so with your guys' support, we could really legitimize this show and afford to invest in it in a way that makes it better for everybody. If you would consider that, literally, I kid you not, you can join for whatever you want, but you can join for as little as $1. And right now, you're going to get all the same access as the people that pay $10, $5, $8, whatever. For $1 a month, that's all it takes. If every Cody Pope, Hellhound, Dimes Media supporter jumped on the $1 tier on Patreon, this show would make more money than we could imagine. That's dramatic.
I can imagine a lot.
It would make way more money than like what we would need. Like the first couple months would get us all of the equipment that we would need to do a show as good as other podcasts that you watch and listen to out in the ecosphere. That's our biggest thing, is we don't ever want you guys as the audience to feel like you're not watching the same quality program as any other program that you watch, especially film programs. Both of us love film. We also love film podcasts and film commentary and all of this kind of stuff. And although our presentation is vastly different, if you go and watch like a TCM Ben Mankiewicz interview, we want you to have Hellhound Film Club look and sound of the same quality. That's what we're working towards. And so your $1 a month could really help us get there. And thank you for letting me spit all of that out.
And where can they go to get that?
You can go to www.patreon.com/Hellhound Publishing for just $1 a month.
And remember, you can join us right here every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. at the Spot in downtown Nashua, New Hampshire, for our free movie screening and our live recording of these episodes That's every Wednesday night at 217 Main Street, Nashua, New Hampshire. Come on down, watch a flick, grab a drink, eat well with good friends, and
Don't forget the popcorn.
good night, world.
Yeah, buddy.
Stole my line, and you got to end the episode.
I have to.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Peace.
We were supposed. The show was supposed to end when we said, "Don't forget the popcorn." Good night, world. Peace. Hooray!
Yeah, buddy.
It ends at outro.
Let's try that again. Don't forget the popcorn. Good night, world.
That's weird.
Take 4.
14.
Don't forget the popcorn. Good night, world. All right.
Hey, it'll
Ready?
end when it ends.
One more time, everybody. Ready?